here watching our 8th graders walking. Very emotional. And the energy is very different today than it has been the last few days while we've been practicing. Good morning and welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, Superintendent of Schools, Paul Smith, Director of Curriculum, Claudia Dana, Director of Pupil Services, Dr. Lori Singer, High School Principal, Joe Maselli, Board of Education Member, Trace Lucci, parents, relatives, students, faculty, and staff. Welcome to the promotion exercises for the Bolton Center School class of 2011. To begin today's ceremonies, Madeline Teller will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the National Anthem and the class reading. Maddie and Jacob Davey, who will introduce our guest speaker and deliver the farewell address, are our scholar leaders. Maddie and Jacob have won numerous awards for their academic achievement and extracurricular participation.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, and welcome to our last day in this building as students. We may return someday, but things will never quite be the same. That is because our experiences and memories created at UCS have helped shape us into the people we are, for better or for worse. So today we shall think only of the future. In the words of a very wise old man, let us step out into the night and pursue that flighty, temperate adventure. I encourage you all to pursue your adventures in the years to come, for our best days are certainly ahead of us, and they are what we make them. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt. We are pleased to welcome Mrs. Trace Lucci, representing the Board of Education, who will now address the class.
The name of public education. So you guys are starting a whole new chapter in your life, high school, and we wish you all the best, success in everything that you do, all your future endeavors. And we would encourage you to take advantage of all the opportunities that are afforded to you, both on the academic side as well as on the extracurricular side, because we sincerely believe that if you open your heart and your mind to new thoughts and ideas and activities, that it can only make you better, that it can only make you smarter and stronger and more compassionate, and preparing you for the very critical roles that you will play in the future. One of the cool things about high school is you'll find you'll have a lot more independence. But along with that comes a heightened sense of responsibility, not only to yourself, but to the community as well. As a matter of fact, in high school, you will be required to volunteer a certain amount of hours to community service, the graduation requirement. And we would ask you to not take that lightly, to not necessarily consider it a requirement, but to consider it more as an endeavor that could ultimately change your life and somebody else's for the better. So while it may be easy, in high school over the next 4 years to say, I'm real busy, and hey man, if I show up here for a couple hours, or I do this for a few hours, I can start tacking on my community service time, we'd ask you to think about it on a more individual level. Because we'd like you to consider why the program was designed in the first place. And that is for you guys to recognize, if you haven't already, that every single one of you is gifted. Every single one of you is special, and you're smart, and you've all been born and blessed with very unique talents and abilities and interests. And if you can figure out a way how to harness that and channel it outward to improve somebody else's life, it'll ultimately improve yours as well. And it'll make the world that much better. Because you guys are the group of kids that's going to change the world. You're the generation whose contributions to our community and our society are going to make a difference. And they're going to make our world better and brighter, now and in the future, for many, many generations to come. And it all begins in high school. So on behalf of the board again, have a great summer and congratulations. Thank you.
Our next guest is Mr. Paul Smith, our Superintendent of Schools. Please welcome Superintendent Paul Smith.
Good morning and congratulations to our grade 8 students and their families. You have all worked very hard to get here, students and parents. And the voyage is just beginning. You are entering high school next year at such an advantageous time for many reasons. The first reason is that this town has such high expectations and hopes for you that they committed to providing you learning opportunities in a renovated Bolton High School with a 32,000 square foot addition that will provide you superb educational spaces that have been designed as laboratories of learning and research. The opportunities that you will have in high school will now be enhanced in a setting designed to meet all of your academic and creative needs. The second reason it's a great time to be in high school is that everything in our world is so accessible to you. Think about how accessible information is, communication is, through the internet, social networking, and other electronic means. But what is most impressive right now is how physically accessible the world is to you. While in high school, many of you will travel with high school groups to France, Spain, Italy, China, Costa Rica, and other places on school-sponsored experiences. Others of you will participate in exchanges with any country that you desire. It has never been so easy or so important to travel and experience every culture in our world. And the third reason, and this one I hope you will keep in mind always, is that as our youth, you are our hope. Your ideas, your energy, your optimism, and your passion give you the power to be anything. And as Mrs. Bellucci just said, the power to change anything. Whether you're committed to local charities, national issues, or world concerns, you have the power and the ability to make a difference. And when I say this, I don't mean that you have the power sometime in the future. You have the power to change right now. In Bolton, as a community, we avidly and excitedly nurture and encourage our youth with your fresh eyes to stand up and solve the problems and issues we all face. So congratulations, you're about to go out into the class of 2015, the next group to enter high school, and you are the ones who over the next 4 years, we hope you will find your passion and your strengths, and then go out and put them to good use, because all of us are relying on you. Congratulations, good luck.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Jacob Deaton will now introduce this morning's guest speaker.
I would like to introduce you to today's guest speaker, who has been teaching at Bolton Public Schools for the past 20 years. She has taught every grade from 1st to 8th, and especially likes teaching middle school science and math. She is one of my personal favorite teachers, my mother, Shelby.
Good morning. I'm honored to have been invited to be the guest speaker for this class. I must say, when Ms. Grandy offered me this opportunity, my first instinct was no. I've spent 28 years avoiding the stage, and I think I've done a very good job of it. But I guess I am the best choice for a guest speaker for this class because I have 4 children of my own. And because of that, you know how it goes, we have multiple children. You can't go to all the sporting events, all the concerts. You have to divide up. And your husband goes one way with your children, and you go the other way. And because of that, I never traveled with Jacob. And I didn't know more than 2 or 3 students in this 8th grade class before I had them this year. Well, I've spent over 1,400 hours with this class this year, and I'd like to introduce them to you as a class. There are 68 students up here on stage. 24 of them could be found on the honor roll every quarter this year. That's over 30 times. At least 12 of them are amazing athletes. And if you've seen any of the girls or the boys' basketball games, the cross-country meets, the soccer games, the softball, baseball games, you would definitely have to agree with me. We have more than our number of talented and gifted singers, dancers, musicians. If you've seen them in the recent spring concert or the variety show, they have been absolutely amazing. And a description of this class wouldn't be complete without talking to you about their heart. On this stage is some of the nicest students you will ever have the opportunity to meet. A few weeks ago, we took a bus to Boston. We hadn't even left Bolton before the air conditioning broke. And then we discovered that the TVs, which were to make our 2-hour journey comfortable, did not work in the back half of the bus. There were 41 8th grade students on that bus for 2 hours. 41 8th grade students talking, laughing, smiling the entire trip. It was the nicest bus ride I've ever had in my career. This is a surprise to the students that I'm speaking to them today. And part of the reason for the surprise is that Mrs. Grandy didn't tell them, in order to be promoted their last day here in Bolton Center School, they would have one more science lesson. So if you'll just give me 1 second. Okay, I know in my class, if I have a few key figures still listening, I'm doing okay. I tried to write them a speech for today, but basically I'm just going to stick to what I know. And that is, in class we talked about the Great Space Race that began with my generation in 1961. Okay, now you see people calculating my age. Okay, this is particularly relevant to this class because their era ends the Great Space Race. As we know in math, it's been a federally funded program for many, many years, and now we're moving into the private sector. The last shutdown was taken off. But the importance today, on promotion day, of the Great Space Race to this class is the challenge. The challenge of the competition which motivated the U.S. to participate in the race. The competition that resulted in the scientific and historic achievement of the first human to set foot on the moon. And I think that's how life goes. Challenge results in great achievements. Your feelings have provided you, all of you, with the opportunity to go to great high school. During the next 4 years, challenge yourself to take advantage of the many wonderful opportunities that high school has to offer. Challenge yourself to be the best student, work hard in all your classes, making honor roll. Challenge yourself to be the best athlete, to run cross country, play basketball, volleyball, baseball, tennis, track, golf, unified sports. Challenge yourself to be the best person you can be. Be a friend to someone, join peer mentoring, student council, a club, a social action group. Be a big next year. Be acknowledged as a scholar athlete, a scholar musician, or a scholar humanitarian. Continue using your gifts, your strength, but challenge yourself to do even more. A wise person once said, life is an opportunity, benefit from it. Life is beauty, admire it. Life is a dream, realize it. Life is an adventure, dare it. Life is a challenge, meet it. In closing, I would like to share with you a biology lesson I heard when I was your age, just about 10 years ago. The professor said, you learned in science that on the average there are 208 bones in the human body, but did you know that 3 directly equate to your future success? May you always have a wishbone, because being able to dream, plan, and set goals is important for you to never get lost and always have a path or a direction to follow. May you have a backbone to keep you strong and motivated, to help you stand your ground when the going gets tough, and always have the confidence to walk straight and stand tall. And a funny bone to help you enjoy life, not take things too seriously, to allow you to laugh at your own mistakes and then learn from them. With these 3 bones, you should be able to challenge yourself to making choices that will give you a happy, healthy, and successful future. Thank you, and best wishes all.
Thank you, Mrs. Davey. Ms. Cynthia Martin will now present this year's 8th grade class.
Mrs. Grandy promised not to call me Cynthia, but she forgot. Quite all right. Welcome, everyone, and it's my great pleasure to present the students for promotion. Trevor T. Chambers. Michael Anthony Casella. Christopher N. Del Mastro. Quinn Harris McDonald. Daniel Patrick Crowder. Amanda Renee Frame. Michelle Lorraine Barrett. Erica Arvidsson. Julia Gabriella Kowal. Nadia Marie Chaudhry.
And Gina, reading Dr. Seuss. Now I only see it fitting to end our center school careers the same way, reading Dr. Seuss. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head, your feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the guy who'll decide where to go. You'll look up and down the streets, look them over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not-so-good street. And you may not find any you'll want to go down, so when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along, you'll be happening too. Oh, the places you'll go. Thank you, Bolton Center School administrators, the Board of Education, staff, and our families for giving us the shoes and brains to choose our paths to our futures beyond. Thank you for being with us on this special day. Please join us at the reception in the cafeteria at the conclusion of the ceremony. Thank you.
We will miss your colorful, unique, and very enjoyable personalities, which I have personally experienced in Boston. As you leave the center school, cherish the memories and friendships you have established, and look ahead to the new friends and experiences that are around the corner. You will learn many valuable lessons at Bolton Center School, which have established a foundation for your high school years. Continue to make good decisions, which will open many doors to a great future filled with success. I am confident that you are well prepared for the future and wish you well. As Eleanor Roosevelt said, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Continue to dream and reach for the stars. Congratulations. I would like to recognize this year's marshals, our 7th grade students, Alexander Florence and Michael Welch. A noble thanks to Karen Roth, our 8th grade advisor. The concert band will now play the recessional. Once again, congratulations to the high school class of 2015.